Hello, welcome to our devotion for today. My name's Sophie. Now, I'm a mum of two small boys, and there's been some rough days on our journey so far of nearly 2 years, and one of them in particular stands out. And I remember I just had a really hard day with the boys, and John, my husband, came home from work and he asked me about my day, and I just started offloading everything and just ended up crying because it'd just been really hard work. And he sat me down and he started to try and unpack it a bit more and just ask me questions and have you tried this and what about this and could you do this tomorrow? And I remember turning to him and saying, I don't need your solutions at the moment. I just need to know that you're here and you're with me and you understand. And what I really wanted at that moment was not answers to my 101 questions that he couldn't actually answer. It was just to know that I wasn't alone, that I wasn't doing this parenthood thing alone, that I wasn't on my own in life. And I've been thinking this week that how true is that of so many things that we go through when we hit a rough patch in the road, when life maybe feels a little bit mundane, when a big life change is happening. We often ask questions that we don't know the answers to or want the answers to. What we really want is just to know that someone's there, just to know that we are not doing this alone. And God's promise to us is that He is with us, that we're not doing this alone in life. If we look at Matthew 1 verse 23, it says this, Behold, the virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel, which means God with us. From the very beginning of Jesus' life, it was promised, and before he was born, it was promised that he was going to be God with us. And Jesus, through his life, he shows up for people. He comes, God is with us in human form, experiencing all the emotions. He's born into a messy world. He's born into a time of genocide. Jesus' life is not, a rosy one full of easy conversations and celebrations. It's full of grief and hard times and temptations and struggles and seeing God work through those. But his promise is that God is with us. At the end of Matthew, when Jesus is leaving his disciples, he is commissioning them to go into all the world, and he leaves them with this promise, and behold, I am with you always to the very end of the age. And that's God's promise to us. Behold, I am with you always to the very end of the age. And I was out for a run this week, and while I was running, I was thinking, gosh, the world just feels so topsy-turvy at the moment. And for you, your world, what you're going through might just feel completely upside down or mundane or complicated or very unknown. And God just spoke to me as I was running, so I was thinking, is this ever going to change? And he spoke to me and said, I'm with you in this. The mess doesn't scare me. I don't stand on the side and wait for the mess to pass before I start working. I am with you in the mundane. I am with you in the mess. That is my promise to you. I don't shy away from it. And I don't know what you might be facing at the moment. It may be, boredom of the same day in, day out. It may be a huge amount of unknowns with family or with finances or with work. It may be fears of the future. It may just look messy. It may be full of grief. But God's promise to us always is that He is with us. He's not scared of the mess. He's with us in the mess, and He is building His kingdom. He's not just waiting for it to pass. He's using us, and it may be through someone showing up and loving you. It may be through you loving someone. It may be through just His quiet, muted presence in the morning. It may be through a worship song. It may be through a word given to you. But God is with us. He is here, and He is with us. I pray that you feel encouraged by this morning, and that just as you go about your day, you just know God is with you today. He is with you and He is working. Have a wonderful day. Bye.